Hello. Happy Saturday. Today I am home and I am back after coming back from a vacation and like going back to work like pretty much right away. I only had 1 day rest and then I went back to work. Today I'm off. I just want to talk to you guys about my experience in Mexico City. Everything that I did from the moment I landed to the moment I left. So everybody that knows me knows that I always wanted to go to Mexico City. From the moment I was a little girl, always watching telenovelas, watching El Ángel de la Independencia, watching all the landmarks such as Xochimilco, just gravitated my interest to go over there. And I have a friend that happens to live there. Me and my girlfriend have a friend that lives there, so since she lives there, we were like, let's just do it. And I wanted to go. I was the one that wanted to go the most. So I kind of convinced her to go, and we went. The moment we arrived, everything was super smooth. When you land and you go to the terminal, make sure that you go all the way to Terminal 1 because that's where all the taxis are at. I don't believe they had Ubers right at the airport to pick you up, so you will have to go outside of the airport, like to walk outside of the airport to get an Uber. But we got a pretty good price from the airport to where we were going to stay at. We stayed right at the center, in el centro histórico de la Ciudad de México. So they charged us about $25 and it took like 30 minutes to get there. So that wasn't that bad, it was good. I have to say that my experience taking taxis and Ubers was very good. Fortunately, Ubers are everywhere around the city and the prices are very affordable, like very affordable. I was surprised. I did not get anything above $10 while I was in Mexico City. Some of the routes were over an hour because one thing about Mexico City is that there is a lot of traffic as well. But we also did a lot of walking and we walked a lot. When we felt like we couldn't walk anymore or it was too far to walk, we did got an Uber, and Ubers were very affordable. The people were very nice. They treated us with respect. They were not overly talkative. They only talk to you if you ask them a question or if you engage in conversation. If not, they were very respectful. They did not overstep. So staying at the historic center or el centro histórico was one of the best things that could have happened to us because literally we woke up, got dressed, got ready, and once we stepped outside of the place that we were staying at, everything was right there. Everything, literally. The Palace of Fine Arts was like 1 block from our house. El Zócalo was walking distance, which is a historic landmark of Mexico City. If you don't go to the Zócalo, then might as well you have to say you didn't go to Mexico City. Another spot, El Ángel de Independencia, that was once a little way further, but also walking distance. La calle Zona Reforma es la calle that very famous, very famous, and because it's so famous, a lot of protests happen there. Like almost everything happens there. Like if you're protesting about a cause, that's where everybody goes to protest. When it comes to food, food is all around Mexico City. Food is amazing. There's taquerias everywhere, every street there's food. So you have your choices to pick. If you wanna eat fancy, they have really fancy. If you wanna eat low key, cheap, you can do that. If you wanna do really cheap, also as well. So the food choices in Mexico City are endless. From the traditional Mexican food to all over the world. They got foods from all over the world. So it's endless. But if you go to Mexico City, make sure you just try the local foods. Like pozole is very, very, very famous and very good. Tacos, of course, very, very famous and very good. Chilaquiles, make sure you drink a Coca-Cola, because the way that the Coca-Cola tastes in Mexico City definitely is very different from the United States. It's very good. What else? Just try the Mexican food. Try what the locals eat. Go to La Casa de Toño. That's very, very, very good and very affordable. And they have places all over the city. It's very, very good. Just eat the local food. If you go to a different country, just try the locals' food, what the locals eat. During the Super Bowl that day, we did stop at like a pizzeria type of restaurant, and I do have to say that that was like a mistake that we did, because the food was not that great, but it's okay, because we learned from that. We were like, okay, like it's a pizzeria, that's not their forte, and yeah, but we still had a good time. The drinks were really good. But yeah, just eat the local food. Things to do. So as you saw on my previous videos, the possibilities are endless in Mexico City. You can do so much. The city, the architecture, is just endless stuff. I believe Mexico City is one of the top places to go. If you wanna go and explore museums, they have one of the top museums in the world. We took a day to visit museums, and we visited 2 museums. We did the Palace of Fine Arts, El Palacio de Bellas Artes, which was free, their free entrance on a Sunday. And we also did El Castillo de Chapultepec, which was a castle, which is a castle that they built on the top of a cliff. Royalty people lived there at one point, and also a couple of presidents lived there at one point. Right now it's just a museum. It's open to the public for you to see, but the things that you see in that museum, they are super, super, super historical. So take the time to go to El Castillo de Chapultepec. They also have a lot more museums that I wanted to go, but because of lack of time, we were not able to tackle. One is El Museo de Antropología, which I definitely want to tackle when I go back to Mexico City. I do want to go back. I want to keep exploring. It's a beautiful city, and it's a city that you can immerse yourself in and never get bored. If you like the outdoors, I definitely recommend you to go to see Las Pirámides de Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan pyramids. They are a little bit outside of Mexico City, about an hour ride. I recommend you doing a hot air balloon ride and just see them at the top. The views are amazing. I don't know if you guys saw my video on YouTube about that experience, but you can definitely see it. Definitely recommend that experience. And also, once you get down, I recommend you to definitely walk through the archaeological zone where the pyramids are. It's definitely something that is a must see. It's crazy how we don't know how the civilizations before us were able to, create or build those type of build not buildings, but those type of pyramids, those type of foundations. It's just crazy how that just came to be. The Aztecs were the ones that found that already built, so they don't know how that was built. They have two pyramids, la pirámide del Sol, la pirámide de la Luna. So make sure that you go and check that out. It's beautiful, amazing. If you are into Frida Kahlo, I urge you to go and see her Casa Azul in Coyoacán. The Frida Kahlo Museum is about $12 a person, and you're gonna get lost. Like, this is actually the house that she grew up in with her parents, and she also lived there with her husband, Diego Rivera. Definitely a place that you wanna go and see, and experience where where she was born, where she was raised, everything. Like, that ground, she used to walk in those grounds. And if you're into her life, her story, her paintings, her resilience, her bravery, you definitely gotta go and look at the house and just, pay tribute to who she was, as a woman and as somebody that made a difference in this world. Also, since you're gonna be in Coyoacán, you have to go to the market. They have a cool ass market there. You can do a lot of stuff, such as eating, buying stuff, and they have interesting things that you can try, such as bugs, scorpions. They have snakes that you can eat. Me personally, me and Candace, we tried two scorpions. Actually, we tried two scorpions. We ate them. They're pretty well cooked, to say the least. They're pretty well cooked. They tasted very well cooked, crunchy. So they give you also a shot of mezcal after you finish eating it, or while you're eating it, so it goes down smoother. So it's not bad. It wasn't bad. It was like 200 pesos, which is like about $10. Just try new things, enjoying life. Also, they have a place there that they do one of the most famous tostadas. I love tostadas, so we both each got a tostada. They were really good, tasty. I know Anthony Bourdain went to that market, and he went specifically there and tried those tostadas. They got so many varieties, all you can think of. Not even, anything that you can think of, they make a tostada. So if you want to go out of your comfort zone, you can find whatever you want. Like, don't think that it's only chicken, tinga, beef. You're gonna find like all the possibilities there. on your tostada. So make sure you go there. Xochimilco, such a cool experience. That was one of my highlights of the trip, just because I always wanted to go there, see how the boats were. It was so cool because our Uber driver talked to us about his cousin while he was taking us there. He told us his cousin had a business right in Xochimilco. So we got our boat, had our names, Addie and Candace. So it was so cool that we had our own personalized boat. The price for 2 hours was 600 pesos per hour. So we pay a total of 1,200 pesos for 2 hours, which I thought it was really good. We brought our own bottle of liquor. We didn't have to buy it there. We had our own stuff. We also got our little boombox and we play music. They do have mariachi there, and they have also alcohol that they sell, or food. But we brought our own stuff, and it was definitely cheaper. We only paid for the 2 hours and the boombox, which was 30 pesos. So for a total of 1,230 pesos, which was about I wanna say I'm gonna round it up to maybe $60 for 2 hours. So we had such a good experience. Music for 2 hours, vibes. We were just jamming, and just completing that, because you always see it in telenovelas, and looking at it and being there was one of the highlights of my trip. Overall, I have to say that Mexico City was a trip that was more than what I expected. I give it a 11 out of 10. I love, there's no negativity. I don't have anything negative to say about the city. If anything, I will have to say is that, I wish that we would have stayed for one more day just to keep exploring more, because literally, there's so many stuff to do that, I wanted to do more stuff. I keep exploring museums, keep exploring restaurants, keep exploring places, but due to lack of time, we couldn't do all of those things. But I say that this trip was definitely an 11 out of 10. And I don't say that often about trips. I do have to say that for this trip, I really, really, really enjoyed it. And that's why I gave it an 11 out of 10. I felt that I was safe all the time. I felt that the people were super, super nice. There was no even one instance that I felt where I was in danger, or that somebody talked to me in a rude manner. I felt welcome. Our friend Marissa made us feel extremely welcome, and I am forever grateful to her and her hospitality. Hi Marissa, I just want to thank you for giving us that peace and giving us your home for us to be there for a couple of days. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. So that's my review of Mexico City. Make sure that if you like this video, you hit like, and also share my video to other people so other people can see it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. I post about my life, I post about my trips, I post about everything. I post about life itself. let's keep elevating, let's keep this channel growing and growing and growing. And everything is going to happen in divine order. God knows when the right time for everything is. Thank you for watching until the end, and thank you for watching my channel. Thank you so much.